So you got into the blueprint process, um, and so what came out of that?
One thing was there is the form asked me about my birthplace and my birth time,
Right.
and it did. And the with the experts that you have, they did an entire cosmic reading
Right.
of that, and again, that journalism skepticism started, firing off.
Oh,
It's like, what is this? What's going on here?
right.
But the thing was, when the reading came back, it was honestly kind of scary about how accurate it was. And I was like, oh, 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 I need time to process this. And I'm still processing that
Right.
because it's, if I don't, if I don't, if I can't touch the table, I don't know how the table feels,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so with these cosmic, with the readings, it's like I've I'm I need a little. I still need time to wrap my head around it, and it's something I want to work with my guide
Sure.
as well.
Sure.
It's trying to understand. It's like, how did this get to be this accurate? It really pegged parts of me that I don't tell people,
Sure. Sure.
and with that kind of accuracy, it's kind of frightening.
Right.
It's kind of
And,
frightening.
and this is knowledge. This is pure ancient knowledge. It's continued for a long time. So we, as you know, we use three methods to arrive at your inequalities. One of the methods is what we call cosmic influence. The other one is elemental composition of the human being. The other is the pattern of energy flows that each one of us has. And the third one, of course, is one of them is cosmic influence. And again, it's not produced out of thin air. This is observation, structured observation over thousands of years, which is a simple point. It's exactly what modern science calls empiricism, which is what has been done in this case over thousands of years, which is this. You identify a human being, you find out the place and the time of birth, and that gives you the cosmology at the time of birth, which essentially means at that place, what was the cosmology at that time, which planets were where. And then you simply say, okay, what happened to this human being through life?
Yeah.
And you document that over millions of human beings over thousands of years.
Yeah.
Big data at a scale that we're starting to just simply understand in the world of AI,
Yeah.
but done over thousands of years, passed through lineage, saying, oh, we observed all of these people and we are starting to see some patterns. It is pattern recognition, which is incidentally what AI is all about. It's all pattern recognition. So pattern recognition at that scale is really what enables that to become a science and a knowledge, which when applied produces fairly good results. And so I'm very happy to sort of expose that knowledge to the world, because and it's contextually relevant. What we are trying to do with that knowledge is to help you identify your inequalities. We're not trying to predict your future or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
We're simply using that in a very scientific way to say, knowledge-intensive way to say that given the cosmology at the time of your birth, these are likely to be your inequalities. Simple.
Yeah. And with that simplicity, I can do with that data, what I will with it. And there's no solution imposed on me, which I think would be wonderful for other people to experience.
Right.
Because there are a lot of times when outcomes and processes are predetermined in people's lives.
Right.
Going back to, you're told what school to go to, what college to go to, what job to take, what neighborhood to live in.
Right.
And here is this situation, a circumstance where there's this information about you that maybe you know intuitively, that now you can go, okay, what can I do with this now?
Right.
And good can I do with this?
This is so true because so while we take this and then take it onward, and we'll help you with identifying the focus area and what you can do with it for the moment. But this knowledge is actually a huge lifelong asset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because now you have a good sense of who you truly are,
Yeah.
which you've kind of forgotten over the journey of your life. It's not that you didn't know, it's just that you've forgotten it over the journey of your life, and you've kind of discovered it.
Yes.
And now that you have it, in a tangible form, you can go back to it at any point in time and sort of refresh that, and then approach life with that as a base.
It's not a one-time thing.
No.
It's not. And when you have that knowledge, you can do a lot of good with it.
Right.
And you can always go back to it.
Right.
You can always reference it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot this particular part, what's going to happen now. It's like you can look back at your report
Right.
and see, okay, that's why I did that particular thing last week.
Right.
Oh, now I get it.
Right.
And I think when you have that kind of knowledge, you show up better in your life,
Right.
in all aspects of your life, which is what Leela Life is going to help you do.
Right.
And that's something that's important for a lot of people here in New York City. They want to show up as well as they can, but they don't always have the tools.
Right.
And I think going to a salon, engaging in the blueprint process is going to help a lot of people in that regard.
And showing up well for life is very often simply about knowing who you are.
Yes.
Because once you know exactly who you are, it's just so intuitive and easy to show up for life in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
Because you're not fighting with yourself.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Right.
And that's what you see so much today, is really underneath it all, it's people fighting against themselves.
Right.
And it causes a lot of stress and a lot of strain, not only for themselves, but the people around them.
Correct.
And with something like the blueprint and being able to work with your guide and go back and reference it, that struggle within yourself eases.
Correct. And when that struggle eases, life itself eases up.
It does. It does.
Because a lot of that struggle is actually our struggle. We think it's the struggle with life, but very often it's us struggling with ourselves.
It's internal. It's very much an internal struggle. And I think having that blueprint is going to be an essential part of people's toolboxes,
Right.
especially in this city,